So many fans, so much passion. Welcome to Watch Mojo UK, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 hardcore British fandoms. Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're looking at some of the biggest and most devoted fandoms inspired by UK media and actors. So grab your merchandise, get ready to scream, and let's see if your favourite fandom made the list. Number 10, Hiddlestoners, Tom Hiddleston. The Marvel Cinematic Universe has kickstarted many a dedicated fandom, based on both the movies and the actors in them. Tom Hiddleston's calling came when he was cast as Loki, the trickster god, sharing sibling rivalry with Thor. Audiences love a good villain, and Hiddleston does it particularly well, managing to be both completely treacherous and effortlessly charming.
What am I?
You're my son.
What more than that?
You know you've got your casting right though when the baddie develops a probably bigger fan following than the eponymous hero, and Hiddleston has more than his fair share of supporters.
I said...
Number 9, Royalists, the royal family. While shows like The Crown generate their own fandom potential, they just can't hold a candle to the real thing. The British royal family's forever ardent fanbase has become a pretty entrenched part of the British identity, with royal fans travelling from all over the world to stand on roadsides at weddings, jubilees and birthdays. In fact, the royals are arguably even more popular in other countries than they are in the UK. They've got the drama, the grandeur and the cute dogs. What's not to love?
Oh, really? Please.
Boo.
Number 8, the Robsessed, Robert Pattinson. Despite the fact that he has turned in a number of acclaimed performances since, most fans still know Robert Pattinson best as the wrong place at the wrong time Hufflepuff, Cedric Diggory, or as the ever-sparkling Edward Cullen.
That's Edward Cullen. He's totally gorgeous, obviously.
Either way, these two roles sent Pattinson into instant superstardom, and a massive fandom developed around him.
The Hogwarts champion, Cedric Diggory!
Though he may have shirked the teen heartthrob spotlight since, legions of fans are still out there, and you can bet they're just as devoted as ever.
You're like my own personal brand of heroin.
Number 7, Downtonians, Downton Abbey. The upper-class English way of life has long been stereotype fodder for anyone who's not actually from Britain.
Isn't this terrible?
So when Downton Abbey brought extravagant costumes, tea, cake and all of the British cliches you could ever imagine onto TV sets around the world, the watching masses simply ate it up. And with cast members like Hugh Bonneville and Maggie Smith, the whole thing just oozes with sophistication.
We are allies, my dear, which can be a good deal more effective.
The show has had such a cultural impact that even elements of its traditional fashion have started seeping into the mainstream. It's called the Downton Abbey effect, and we tip our hat to it.
If you say so.
Number 6, Cumberbitches, Benedict Cumberbatch. Most successful actors gain a decent following throughout their career, but few fanbases are quite as devoted or as uniquely terrifying as the Cumberbitches.
Come on, Billy, you gotta be messing with me.
No, Doctor?
They may have a fairly questionable fandom name, but their love is entirely unfaltering. From book signings to film premieres and chat shows, the Cumberbitches follow Benedict with fan art, fiction and fancy dress costumes.
Good. Thank you.
And seeing as Cumberbatch is a major player in some major film and TV franchises, the cult surrounding him is only set to grow. Number 5, Beatlemania, the Beatles. When this now iconic group formed in the late 50s and early 60s, they quickly took the world by storm, and in doing so, were basically responsible for the first ever fandom.
It's been a hard day's night, and I've been working like a dog.
By 1963, Beatlemania had officially arrived, wowing the entire world and growing at an unprecedented rate. True, contemporary boy bands also boast insane fan bases, but most fall way short of the almost hysterical following amassed by the Beatles. At the time, there was nothing else to match it, and few cultural phenomena have achieved comparable size or scale since.
Don't let me down. Don't let me
Number 4, Directioners, One Direction. Fueling the only music fandom that has ever really come close to matching the intensity of Beatlemania, it's the Directioners. The One Direction guys found fame on The X Factor, and earned massive worldwide interest during their time on the show. As they found their spotlight in the age of social media, the craziness that surrounded their unparalleled popularity seemed for some time inescapable. Fans were, and still are, incredibly vocal on their love for the band, and even the tiniest bit of news on any 1D member could trigger a Twitter frenzy. These boys really know how to break the internet. Number 3, Sherlockians, Sherlock Holmes. The global success of Sherlock might have taken some by surprise, but Arthur Conan Doyle's deducing detective has long proven an enigmatic character.
The name's Sherlock Holmes and the address is 221B Baker Street. Afternoon.
Of course, the popularity of Sherlock and the love for Benedict Cumberbatch are intrinsically linked, as fans of the hit BBC series proudly describe themselves as Sherlocked.
God, I hate them.
But Holmes and Watson have a long history of acclaimed adaptations and murky murder mysteries. Is their popularity down to the grisly crimes they deal in, the eccentric friendship they share, or the wild fan theories they inspire? It's all of the above, and more.
This is just losing.
Number 2, Whovians, Doctor Who. After debuting in the 60s, Doctor Who gained a cult following and became an increasingly prominent part of British pop culture. But the show's popularity has truly skyrocketed since its 2005 revival, and not just in the UK, but all around the world. After multiple incarnations of the iconic time traveller and countless crazy adventures all across time and space, the show's devoted fans can happily reel off who played which Doctor, what costume they wore, and who their assistant was, and most have strong opinions on which was the best Who era.
Oh, he's cool. Isn't he cool? I'm the Doctor and I'm all cool. Oops, I'm wearing sand shoes.
Today, there are dedicated Doctor Who organisations and conventions all across the planet, all paying homage to a Time Lord in a police box.
Everybody's important to somebody. Somewhere.
Number 1, Potterheads, Harry Potter. Not just a British cultural colossus, but a worldwide obsession, this boy wizard's global reach is second to none. With 7 books, 8 films, 1 play, a spin-off film series, 2 theme parks, a studio tour, and countless other Potter-based attractions available to any magic-loving muggle, Harry Potter is one of the most popular media franchises of all time. And its army of loyal fans are everywhere to be seen, dressing up as favourite characters, waving personalised wands, debating on fan forums, and organising Hogwarts-themed events. And while other fandoms come and go, the growth of this one still shows no signs of slowing down.
Stay close to me.
Always.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo UK and subscribe for more great content.